Can you open a bank account for a Dubai trust? This is a common question when setting up a trust in Dubai. If the trust can't hold or manage money, it won't be very useful. That's why banking is an important part of the setup. In this video, we are going to cover whether a Dubai trust can have its own bank accounts or not. Well, the short answer is yes, it can, but it depends on how the trust is set up, who is managing it, and how the whole structure is designed. Before we start, my name is Shiraz Baid and I'm the founder at Lepidus Wealth, where we help clients and families protect their assets using a range of tools including trust, foundations, wills, and offshore structures. So if you own a business or real estate, don't wait until a legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting what you have built. Instead, request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link below. You can then implement it step by step as your journey progresses. In Dubai, trusts are typically registered through DIFC, which stands for Dubai International Financial Center. It's an independent jurisdiction within Dubai that operates under common law principles. And unlike offshore secrecy jurisdictions, the DIFC is a globally respected, fully compliant, and highly bankable jurisdiction. That makes a big difference when it comes to dealing with banks, both locally and internationally. In the DIFC, a trust is a legal relationship, not a separate legal person. So the trust itself does not open the account in its own name. Instead, it's the trustee who opens and manages the bank account in their capacity as trustee and for the benefit of the trust's beneficiaries. This means the trustee holds legal title to the bank account, but operationally, the account is understood to be part of the trust assets, with clear records maintained showing that the funds are held on trust. The trust deed and any letter of wishes will usually be part of the onboarding file with the bank. So the bank understands the roles, the powers, and the limitations involved. It's important to choose the right trustee. If your trustee is a regulated corporate service provider based in DIFC, it will significantly improve your chances of getting a bank account approved. Banks are very cautious when dealing with unregulated or unknown individuals acting as trustees. That's why many families and founders opt to appoint professional trustees who already have banking relationships. Another key factor is the purpose of the trust and the nature of the assets. If the trust is purely for succession planning, holding a portfolio of real estate, shares in a private company, or investments, then bank will generally be more open to providing an account, especially if there is a legitimate need for a bank account. In many cases, families want to ensure that the income generated from these assets can be received and distributed efficiently, and a bank account becomes a practical necessity. If the trust is being used for commercial activities like running a business or issuing invoices, then things become more complex. Banks may treat it as high risk structure. In those cases, it might be more efficient to pair the trust with an SPV or special purpose vehicle, which would handle the operational aspects while the trust remains the beneficial owner. This layered structure often satisfies the bank's compliance teams while achieving the client's asset protection goals. Documentation is another key area where preparation is critical. You will need to provide the full trust deed, identification documents for the settlor, trustee, and beneficiaries, proof of source of funds, and clear explanation of the trust's purpose. In some cases, the banks may also require a business plan or expected flow of funds if the trust will be actively managing investments or assets that generate regular income. The more transparent and well structured your file is, the smoother the process of opening the bank account will be. One of the most bankable structures in Dubai right now is the DIFC Trust with a licensed trustee and then paired with a DIFC SPV or holding foundation. This gives banks the clarity they need, while giving the family or founder the flexibility to manage and protect their wealth. The SPV acts as an operating entity while the trust sits at the top, ensuring control, continuity, and confidentiality. Some banks in Dubai are more trust friendly than others. You will typically have better success with private banks or international banks with presence in the DIFC. These institutions understand the trust, have compliance infrastructure to onboard them, and they're used to dealing with high net worth clients who use these tools as part of their estate planning. Regional banks may still support trust, but often require more explanation and documentation. Now, let's be realistic. Even with a strong setup, opening a bank account for trusts can take time. KYC requirements are detailed, the process is not instant, but it is absolutely doable, especially if you're working with the right professionals who have experience dealing with both sides, the legal structure and the banking application. For example, one of our clients, an expat family business, set up a DIFC trust to hold shares in their Dubai company. Their trustee was set up as a licensed corporate provider. The trust also held a property in Dubai. With the right preparation and clear purpose, we helped them open a bank account at a top-tier international bank in Dubai, giving them a compliant and robust way to manage their income streams and distributions. The entire process from structuring to account opening was completed in under 90 days, something that's only possible when groundwork is done properly. So yes, you can open a bank account for your Dubai trust, but you will need the right structure, the right trustee, and the right approach. If done properly, it can be a powerful tool for asset protection, estate planning, and cross-border wealth management. As I mentioned earlier, if you own a business or real estate, don't wait for legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting your wealth. Many people think asset protection is only for ultra wealthy. But the reality is that some of these solutions cost as much as setting up a free zone company in Dubai. If you want to secure what you have built and ensure your legacy, you can request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. And if you're serious about building long-term financial security, you should really check out my next video right here.